Before I was an avid reader, I always felt like this. Now, I feel more like this. I find reading has an enormous list of benefits that has dramatically improved my life. I am not exaggerating when I say that making the simple swap for a book as opposed to using my phone has definitely provided benefits to my mental health and overall well-being that I wasn't expecting. Having a book on hand is an incredibly life-changing hobby that everyone should try to implement more into their daily life. Even reading at least 30 pages a day has amazing ramifications not just for your brain power, but also your physical health. So let's get right into it. Growing up, I always remembered how the teachers I had always drilled it into us just how important reading was. From summer reading to the scholastic book fairs, it's always been clear that reading is both an educational and rewarding activity that can be fundamental towards doing well in school. This is because reading expands and deepens our knowledge on a variety of subjects. Reading serves as a lens through an expert and is the closest that we have to mind reading. It not only opens up our knowledge, but it also expands our vocabulary. Whether it's nonfiction books or mystery thrillers, you are always training your brain and gaining an insight of knowledge. Reading can also benefit your writing, interactions at work and business meetings, and helps you appear more eloquent and more confident. As we read, we are subconsciously speaking the words back, and the more we do this as we read, we pick up on the dialect we absorb. The reason why this happens so quickly is because reading is a habit that requires direct mental engagement. As alluded earlier, reading can best be described as strength training for the mind. It improves your cognitive function by boosting comprehension, analytic skills, and memory by keeping the brain in a consistent state of engagement. There is also an enriching benefit to this, as studies show that regular reading can slow memory decline, which protects the brain against notable cognitive declines, such as dementia. Reducing any mental noise that rots your brain, and as opposed to watching TV, doom scrolling, or gaming, which are passive mental hobbies, reading is an entirely different affect for the mind. Reading is basically taking your brain for a workout. And the stronger it gets, the easier it becomes to focus. Reading can feel like an escape. It's a distraction from your own problems and you're able to step into a different world. Reading allows a deep state of relaxation that is almost similar to meditating. When you are in this relaxed state, which can be entered in just 6 minutes of reading, right away your heart rate lowers, your muscle tensions ease, and your stress is reduced by 68%. It's a mental break while simultaneously growing your brain through vocabulary expansion and general knowledge about the world through fiction and nonfiction stories. As I've said before, reading is the closest thing to mind reading that we can get to. One of my favorite aspects of starting a book is exploring the insight of the author and the complexities through the POV of fictional characters. Or this can also relate to memoirs. I find that reading memoirs of famed figures, it allows you to gain a deeper understanding of that person as opposed to watching them on interviews or social media. Because reading is such an intimate activity, you are getting to know that person on another level. Furthermore, you can open up your mind to things when you explore different perspectives, worldviews, and emotions, which is strengthened through an intimate and focused activity for your mind. If you're someone who immediately grabs their phone in the morning as they wake up, or if you like to be in bed and doze off to cat videos as you go to sleep, start by applying the 30-minute rule. Starting and ending the day with a solid 30 minutes reading session can dramatically increase the quality of your daily life. Enlightening your brain in the morning sets the tone for the day and can make you feel more alert and productive. Reading in the morning can wake your brain up and feel less straining on the eyes as opposed to going on your phone or watching TV. On the flip side, reading at night feels much more relaxing and is way less stimulating than watching a show or doom scrolling. This is not to say that you should skip your nightly ritual of a Golden Girls rerun if that's what relaxes you. Though it's good to have everything in moderation and balance a nightly activity between one is passive and one that exercises the brain. If you think all books are boring, you probably just haven't read enough. This is not meant to be a dig, but it's just to put emphasis on the fact that there is a whole world of diverse genres, storytellers, and characters that one can relate to through reading. You can think of your favorite movie or TV show, and if you don't watch these and you think that's boring too, I honestly don't know what to do with you at this point. Anyways, the reason you have a favorable connection towards that particular person is easily applied to the characters in reading. though I'd argue that it's on a much larger and deeper scale. An easy way to start is think of your favorite genre for movies and TV shows that you enjoy watching, and select a few books in that same category. There is something in the library for everyone and all types, and there is subject matter on literally anything that you can think of. Making the informed choice to read for at least 30 pages instead of using social media or gaming allows your brain to tell yourself that you are disciplined enough to make better decisions. Not only can this increase your motivation and confidence in the long run, but it also trains your delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is essentially the ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward, i.e., emoting your enemies on Fortnite, in order to receive a more meaningful award in the future, i.e., knowledge expansion, creativity, etc., etc. Not to mention, there is an immensely satisfying feeling anytime you close the book shut after completing it. Even if the novel ends up being a dud, I've never not regretted reading it or felt like it was a waste of time. Not only has my knowledge been expanded, but also my imagination when it comes to the world building and complexity of the characters and subject matter that I am reading. As a matter of fact, managing to finish a book that is hard to get through only reaffirms your ability to maintain sticking with difficult tasks, which ultimately ties back to enhanced delayed gratification. Reading doesn't have to be boring. The experience can be really fun if you want to go outside, go to a library, or a coffee shop. Find a designated cozy spot for any time you want to get out of the house and go read a book. Or if you're a homebody like me, there are ways to enhance the experience at home. You can put on cozy music, grab your favorite drink or snack, and one of my favorite ways to really make it feel immersive at home is to search up ambiance videos on YouTube. Search up any videos that fit the genre of the book you're reading, such as a fantasy ambiance if you're reading Lord of the Rings, something creepy if you're reading a Stephen King book, etc. This really heightens the reading session and almost makes it feel like you're stepping into the world of the book that you're reading. You can also find plenty of Read With Me videos on YouTube, in which it makes it feel like you're doing a fun reading session with a friend. This is a great way to pass the time during a reading session. And for funsies, I thought I'd share a list of all the books I've read so far this year. Feel free to leave a comment if you've read any of these, and if you disagree or agree with any of my opinions. Just please be respectful in the comments. God, why am I even asking? Thank you so much for watching. If you weren't into reading before, I hope that this video convinced you to start. There are so many benefits that come from it, and it really has changed my life for the better. Feel free to subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll catch you next time.